I'm telling a story about a small town girl who had big dreams. She was a Pakistani girl, like me.
How I'm looking? Beautiful.
But like young women around the world, she used her social media posts to become someone different. Someone she wasn't meant to be.
पाकिस्तान अगर इंडिया को हरा देता है तो मैं पूरे मुल्क के लिए स्ट्रिप डांस करूंगी.
She had fled from her violent husband to try and live an extraordinary life as a huge online star. She called herself girl power, raw in her sexuality. She danced, she stripped, she was loved and hated, but that was cut short by another brutal act of male violence. Her own brother confessed he strangled her. It's a so-called honor killing because he felt so much shame at her behavior that he murdered her. Women like me across Pakistan felt her death very personally.
The only option you have is to just accept your fate and just die trying to be someone. And she died trying to be someone.
I want to know what role religion and an incident with one imam in particular played in the killing. Were these sexy selfies with him the real reason she had to die?
He is too good. Oh my god, I can't believe.
By the time they were taken, Condemn was established as one of Pakistan's biggest social media stars. Her sexy online posts attracted millions of hits, and she was often on TV.
Assalamu alaikum Mufti Sahab.
Wa alaikum assalam, kya haal hai mohtarma?
This was the first time Condemn Baloch and Mufti Abdul Qavi, a cleric from Multan, appeared on TV together. Mufti Qavi is well known in Pakistan. He's part of the country's religious council. He has appeared on a number of TV shows with other Pakistani models, discussing moral issues with them. During this interview, Mufti Qavi suggests he and Condemn meet up when he next visits Karachi.
Inshallah mulaqatein hongi.
जी जरूर.
अच्छा मुफ्ती साहब
होगी हमारी.
She'd been pretty daring with him too. She publicly asked the mullah to get her a date with the famous cricketer and politician Imran Khan.
Imran, I want to marry with you. Will you marry me? Please.
On the 20th of June, during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan, Condemn and Mufti Qavi met in a hotel room in Karachi. Who invited whom is hotly debated.
आप लोगों को पता आज मैं किनसे मिलने आई हूँ? बताओ.
During that meeting, Condemn takes a number of selfies with Mufti Qavi. She publishes the selfies. They spread like wildfire. Because, well, these are not poses you usually do with an imam. The media's interest in the model and the mullah soars. Suddenly, they're everywhere, on every channel. As a result, Mufti Qavi was humiliated. He was suspended from the National Religious Council. Condell's brother killed her, but Mufti Qavi and the selfies clearly played some role. 4 men were arrested for Condell's murder. Her brother Wasim and her cousin Haq Nawaz are the men being tried for actually killing her. The person who drove the car is a relative of Mufti Qavi, and so makes Mufti Qavi a so-called person of interest in Condell's murder investigation. I have to go and meet Qavi.
Everyone that's close to Condell feels he is hugely responsible for what has happened to her. If the whole Maulvi Qavi business did not show up on mainstream media, she might still be alive.
Make sure I look decent. जो खानदान है वो फिर भी बार बार आप ही का नाम ले रहा है कि आपकी वजह से लोग जो है कंदील के ख़िलाफ़ हो गए और उसके भाई को भी जो है जिन लोगों ने फिर बरगलाया आप ही की वजह से बरगलाया, इसलिए जो हादसा पेश आया वो पेश आया.
इब्तिदाई दिनों में हो सकता है कि कुछ लोगों के दिलों में ये बात आई हो कि मुफ्ती साहब कसूरवार हैं। मेरे ख़ानदान को जानते हैं, जो मेरे गुफ्तगू से बाखबर हैं, मैं नहीं समझता कि उनके दिल में ये बात है। ये सब की बात यही थी तकरीबन कि मुफ्ती साहब आपके साथ जो कुछ इस मोहतरमा ने किया है गलत किया है, इस तरह नहीं करना चाहिए था।
लीगली जो लोग इस केस को इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, जो उसके वालिदैन हैं, वो आपको कसूरवार ठहरा रहे हैं।
कि उसकी वालदा ने जो कुछ कहा है, हर आदमी समझता है कि उसने गलत कहा है। और जो आदमी किसी अहले दीन पर, अहले इस्लाम पर, अहले फतवा पर, मैंने उसको बड़ा फैलाया था, उस पर जब हम किसी तरह का कोई इल्ज़ाम लगाएं तो हमें सबक हासिल करना चाहिए इस तरह के वाक़यात का, जिस तरह का वाक़या कंदील क्लोज के साथ हुआ।
He may not have murdered her, but he wasn't exactly upset that she'd been made an example of. His tone was threatening. He was adamant that he was innocent and that Kandil's death was an act of God. But something did happen off camera that really made me shudder. I went inside his house to pray and he tried to touch me, he's touching my face, and I'm just like, what the? And with whatever intent, he was being absolutely sleazy and it was completely uncalled for. There was just no reason for him to come this close and touch me for whatever reason. With the police taking an active interest in Kavi, I was keen to see what the female officer leading the case thought of Mufti Kavi. More than anything, I wanted to also tell her about what had happened to me.
मैं कवि साहब के पास गई थी।
ओह रियली?
जी।
फिर
ठीक है, नमाज का वक्त था, मैंने कहा मैंने नमाज पढ़नी है। कोई बात जब शुरू बात की तो उन्होंने कहा जी आपका जो नाम है उसका ये फलाना ढमकाना मतलब जो भी, तो मैंने कहा पूछे, मैंने कहा कवि साहब कुछ कह रहे थे शुरू में मेरे नाम का ये मतलब, ये जो तुम्हारा।
Note it.
The fact is that there's nothing to connect Mufti Kavi to the murder of Kandil. Atiya's going through phone records to see if the mullah knew Kandil's brother who had killed her, but she's found no link.
Maybe कहीं से कोई कनेक्शन मिल जाए ऐसा, क्योंकि मैंने आपको पहले कहा अगर गैरत के नाम पे वो भाइयों ने मारना तो पहले मार देते। 20 जून के इंसिडेंट के बाद ही क्यों?
In the end, only Kandil's brother knows why he killed her. He took the remarkable step of confessing on live TV.
वो जो मौलवी का मसला बना हुआ है हमारे घर मीडिया ही है, पहले तो ये मसला नहीं बना था ना, इसलिए मसला बना कि हमने ये काम कर दिया।
But he probably thought he would get away with it scot-free, because in Pakistani law, anyone found guilty of an honor killing can be spared punishment if the rest of the family forgives them. Up next, will Kandil's parents forgive the son who killed their superstar daughter, or will they sentence him to death too?
आपको लगता है कंदील ने खानदान की गैरत खाक में मिला?